Thank you, Tony. Earlier this month, an apartment in Providence burned to the ground, killing a woman who lived inside.
Lucy Feliciano's body was pulled from the rubble 2 days after the January 6th fire. While trying to put out the flames at a neighboring house, a firefighter got trapped. Crews put out the Mayday call while a fellow firefighter rushed to save him. And tonight we're hearing their amazing rescue story. Eyewitness News reporter Caroline Goggin is in Providence with the interviews you'll see only on Eyewitness News.
It may be hard to imagine, but 3 homes once sat on this very lot. They burnt down and were torn down after a devastating fire just a few weeks ago. As flames tore through each of the 3 buildings that night, a Mayday call came from the 2nd floor of the home, which once sat right here. The sound of panic from beyond the flames and smoke.
I got down and I crawled into him, and that's when he told me that he's trapped and his radio's broken and I need to call Mayday.
In the early morning hours of January 6th, Providence's Bowdoin Street filled with first responders. More than 100 firefighters battling the flames that extended to several homes on the street. Dan Rinaldi and Jay LaSalle had just finished a check inside one of those homes, so they decided to press on.
When you looked at this house, you just know, okay, I have a little bit of a fire in the loft. We do this every single day.
The pair refilled their air supply and went inside the next building. Not long after, something collapsed and everything went haywire.
My first thought was, okay, I'm trapped. Where's Danny?
That's when it dawned on me. I'm like, I have the whole top of this building on me right now. I am in huge trouble.
No less than 15 feet away, Jay made the call.
I called out, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. We're trapped on the 2nd floor.
Special hazards, Charlie down for 2nd floor. Point 1, Mayday has been received.
I think it was a realistic conclusion, to come to, thinking that, okay, there may be nobody coming to get you at this point.
It would be another 30 minutes before Danny was freed from the fire. Jay stayed by Danny's side for as long as he could, but eventually, Jay's air supply ran out.
Standing in that stairwell, I'm thinking, Danny, when I got on 12 years ago, was one of the senior guys. He was a mentor. He was someone to look up to. Now he's a good friend. He's someone I work with regularly. I'm thinking, I'm watching him die. I'm out of air. We got our bottles at the same time.
Little did Jay know, Danny had been conserving air. As he lay trapped, he changed his breathing pattern, anticipating the air would soon run out.
It was more or less thinking along the lines of, I can't believe I'm not even going to have a shot to get myself out of this.
My leg was pinned for so long.
Using the jaws of life, Danny was eventually freed, carried out on a stretcher on a bitter cold night, surrounded by the team that saved his life.
He's out because of the guys you work with and that and the ladies that you work with, that they did their job, beyond expectation to get him out. Gives you confidence going into those situations, knowing that you've got a great group of people you work with that you can rely on.
Hours after the fire here on Bowdoin Street, officials did pull a body from the rubble. Dan telling us earlier today that even though his life being saved was a near miss for the Providence Fire Department, this fire is still a tragedy for the Providence community. Reporting in Providence, I'm Caroline Goggin, Eyewitness News.